Tell me, are you still George or are you somebody else?
Still George.
You're George. How old are you, George, now?
42.
You've gone back to 42. Look around and describe me. Where are you?
Execution.
Execution. Are you being executed?
Yes.
I want you to go back to the time just before you were captured and tell me what was it that you were doing?
Fighting.
Fighting. And what were you fighting about, or was it a war?
The war.
It was a war. Where was this war? What country?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Prisoners.
You were prisoners?
No, not me. They got out.
They took prisoners?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're 42 years old and you're in Scotland. You say that the army took a lot of prisoners. Are you actually executing those prisoners or are you being executed?
I'm being executed.
You're being executed.
Though there were others.
So tell me, are you on parallel lifetimes with George, who was in Scotland? Are you in the same life?
I am George.
You are George, 2 years ahead. So what was the reason that they executed you then? What reason did they give that?
There are people captured.
Were people capturing? Were they capturing them as slaves or
No, prisoners.
just prisoners? Well, I want you to see yourself there at that scene, knowing that you are a soul, and once the body is complete, you can lift yourself out of that body and release yourself. So be there now, and as you see that body now, I just want you to lift yourself out of that body. So you're about 6 foot above the body, so that we can just evaluate that life, George, and tell me, what was the purpose of your contract in that life? What did you contract to come and do?
Protect the family.
Protect family.
I failed.
You failed, but you can have loads of chances, can't you? You can do it all over again in a different life, you know? You don't need to beat yourself up with that. But now that you're out of the body, I just want you to look around, because sometimes there may be someone there from spirit that has come to collect you as your soul to take you back home. So as I continue to talk, just look around and tell me, do you notice anything around you?
Jenna.
Jenna.
Genevieve.
Jenna and who?
Genevieve.
Genevieve. Coming closer. I want you to step into her energy now.
She has flowers in her hair.
She flowers in her
lavender.
Lavender flowers. And now you're the soul. You're able to communicate with her mind to mind, soul to soul. So I want you to connect with her energy and mind and tell me what message is it she's giving you.
She's my wife.
She's your wife.
She's come to take me with her.
She's come to collect you. So I want you to step into her energy and her love, and I want you to feel all that love and admiration that she has for you, knowing that your life still moves on. And I'd like her now to take you to your soul group, to your soul family, so that we can carry on. So feel yourself drifting, floating up, 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 away from this life, shedding that life, travelling with your wife now as she takes you to your soul family. Feel yourself drifting, floating, be there now. Describe this place where your soul family is. inside or outside?
It's both.
It's both. Mm-hmm.
Open to the sky.
Open to the sky. How wonderful. And now that you're there with your wife Genevieve, very good. And what do you see in the sky there?
My friend, the stars.
The stars?
My friend.
Your friends or the stars? Mm-hmm. And as you connect there with your friends, the stars, what message do they give you? They'll be transmitting a message to you.
Mm.
What message is that?
They give me strength.
They're giving you strength. How wonderful. Are you able to call on the stars now?
Yes.
In this body?
Yes.
Do you do that during the day or in your dream state?
The dream.
In the dreams? Uh-huh. And what kind of things do you call on your star energy friends for?
Knowledge. And wisdom. Guidance.
Knowledge, wisdom and guidance. Very good. Very good. So now that we've got that information and we know that you can connect with them, what I'd like to do now is I want to be able to talk to your inner self. So I want to bid them farewell, that soul group. And I want you now to connect with your inner self, your higher self. So take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to just step away from the body. Just allow your inner self to come forward and work with me and tell me, is your higher self a male or female energy? Or neither?
Female.
Female. Does this female energy have a name? What can I call her today?
Tutor.
Tutor. Describe her to me. Can you see her? What does she look like?
Feathers.
Feathers. Is she Indian?
No. No and yes.
No and yes. Well, I'd like to be able to work with Tutor and ask her, how many lives have you had with my client Tutor?
Many, many, many.
Many lives. So what is it that you work with her with? What's the purpose of your work with her? What do you do?
We feed her.
You feed her? And by that, do you mean you feed her soul?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the things that she's doing right now, presently, spiritually, is that what you're feeding her to?
Yeah.
Is that the path that she needs to be on?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I want to do now, Tutor, is I want to just scan this body before we go any further. Are those hand symbols that you're doing to the sky? What's the relevance of the symbols that you're making with your hands?
We're asking for the correct code.
The correct code? Yeah. What do you need that code for?
We're transmitting.
For transmitting? Mm-hmm. Is that how she heals people?
Yes.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
My people give her medicine.
Your people give her medicine?
Yes.
Is this medicine for the mind?
Yes.
I see.
For souls.
For souls. Mm-hmm. But Tutor, I want to do a body scan now. I want us to start at the top of the head. I want us to work from the top of the head, go into the head just like a light or an X-ray, and see yourself scanning down this body that she's in today, working through the head and the back of the eyes, going into the shoulders and the neck there, down the torso, into that stomach, going around those hips, down those thighs, all the way down to the knees and the toes, and tell me, is there anywhere in this body today that we can work with to release any memories that don't serve her anymore?
Yes.
Where are we working? What can we work with today? What part of our body?
The heart and neck.
The heart and the neck. What I'd like you to do then is, Tutor, I want you to make yourself as small as a cell, and I want you to travel towards the heart and the neck. And as I come and work with you now, I'm going to place my hands on here so I can connect with that energy. Does that energy in the neck prevent her from expressing herself?
Yes.
Yeah, it's jarring. So as you're walking around the heart and the neck now, communicating with all those cells, what is it that they're saying to you?
Hurt.
Hurt. And this hurt, is it hurt from this life or a previous life? We can release it today. Let it go. Just allow those tears to come out, because we're going to make room now for love and joy. Are these memories from this life or previous lives?
Both.
Both. And you've been storing them in your heart and your neck. And what have they been doing to you? What symptoms do they cause?
They hurt.
Hurt. But we found them today, you know, they've been highlighted. Are you ready to let them go? Yeah. So just, that's a lot, isn't it? Just allow it to come out now. I'm going to place my hands here. I'm using both my hands. And just allow my hands, like they're magnets, just pulling out all those memories, all those little cells of hurt. Just allow them to come bubbling up to the surface into my hand. It's time to collect all that luggage and release it. They need to go home. You're ready to let go, aren't you? Yeah, and you need to live. Tell me, have I got all that energy now? Keep bringing it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. That's it. Just let it go. Yeah. You don't really need to hold on to these out-of-date memories, do you, anymore? No. And just allow them to come out now. Have I got them all in my hand now? Go into the neck. I call in Archangel Michael to come down and work with me. I want him to go into this neck. And as he goes into the neck, I want him to illuminate with his sword of light, with his blue sword of light. Go in there now and shine a light on there. Tutor, go in there now. See those fragments that are stuck in the throat, and start to collect them. And the more I talk, notice the weaker and weaker they get. Are they in here? There, yeah. See how they're just losing their strength. They're getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So to go and collect those now and pass them to me. Put them in my hand, these last bits. They're ready to go to be healed. Have I got them now? Lovely. So I'm going to offer that up to the universe, and may the light of the universe always accompany it. What I want to do now is, take that with you. What I'd like to do now is, I'd like to call on Archangel Michael now to stay present with us. And as I use my tuning fork, notice that light illuminate and magnify. 3, 2 and 1. Just feel it healing now, pouring into your heart and your throat. Notice how that blue energy, just like the ocean, is washing away, healing that area, recalibrating that area and giving you love. And seal that in. Whew. Tell me, how does your throat feel now?
Light.
Light. Mm. You had some shards. So now that we've dealt with the neck and the heart, just have a look around the body, Tutor, and say, tell me if there's anywhere else in the body we can work with today. Or do we get to the questions? Just scan the body.
The belly.
The belly. Is it at the top of the belly? Yeah. Is it at the bottom of the belly? Uh-huh. So I'm going to connect now with this area. Just go inside there till go travel down. You can travel as tiny as a cell. Go around this tummy area, knowing that you're safe with my hands here, ready to collect anything. Communicate with that energy down there and tell me what's going on in this tummy area.
The mother.
The mother. Uh-huh. Is it her mother? A memory from this life?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Loss.
Loss. Mm-hmm. So how old was she when that happened?
20.
She was 20 years old and she lost her mum.
But earlier too.
And earlier too? She had more loss. Is this where she holds her loss?
Yes.
In her tummy? Uh-huh. And is this why sometimes she can't feel that she stomachs life? She can't stomach it?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Does it sometimes really make her feel sick?
Yes.
You can keep that. Okay, so let's just work on this body now. I want you to go into every cell now. See yourself scouting around for all those memories of loss. When we come down, we know that nobody lives forever. And we also know that the souls live on and you can meet them in the soul realm. So you don't really need all these memories of loss, do you, anymore?
I don't want to come back here.
You don't want to come back here anymore? Uh-huh. Well, before you make that decision, would you like me to remove all this in the body?
Yes.
To make you lighter? You might change your mind. So go in there now and start drawing up all that negative energy into my hand. I feel my hand is like a magnet. Mm-hmm. And I'm just pulling out all those memories that don't need anymore. Just like I'm pulling the weeds out of the garden. Just collect them all now. It's time to let go. Have I got all those memories? Yes. Yeah. I'm going to offer that up to the universe to be healed. And if you had a word or a colour to help heal your tummy, what would it be?
Lavender and white.
Lavender and white. The memories of love from your wife in that past life as George. And your mother. Uh-huh. Tell me, Tutor, do we have permission to speak with our mother today?
Yes.
Yeah? So, Tutor, what I want you to do, I want you to draw her mother closer and closer to you now. Just feel her energy coming into this room.
She's here.
She's here, yeah. What is it that her mother would like to say to her?
Love.
Love, love, yeah. And what is it? What is it that Lisa wants to say to her mum?
Love.
Love. I want you to feel her embrace and feel all her energy, yeah? She's there all the while, you know.
I know.
Yeah, it's just so joyous, isn't it, to see her? Mm-hmm. Well, you can just tap into that energy just like you can tap into the stars. Ask your mother, is she a guide to you now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Angel.
She's an angel, yeah. Is she the one that's helping her with her gifts today?
Some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Others. Lots of others.
Well, you know, all that love that you feel for your mother and your mother feels for you. As I strike my wand, I want all that love to go in and heal this stomach area. Just feel the energy of that love going in, healing and repairing, loving, helping you move forward. Thank you. Tell me how your stomach feels now.
Moving.
Moving. Very good. So it was all trapped energy. Take one last look in the body and tell me, is there anything else that we can work in the body, or do I get to the questions?
Not today.
Not today, that's enough. That was a lot out your neck, for sure. So we'll get to the questions. I want to ask, how many guides does she have? About 40? So why so many guides? Why does she need 40 guides?
They need her.
They need her? Mm-hmm. Why do they need her? What do they need her for?
Open channel.
Oh, right. So they use her as an open channel. Mm-hmm. And if those guides could give a message to her today, what message would they give her?
Stay strong.
Stay strong.